Just a super quick video on changing the spark plug on a Vespa ET4 and the ET2 4-stroke. I think they're probably in the same place. Oh, the lighting's going to be light, but this is the head of the engine. The spark plug is down here, where it's near around impossible to get your hand in. Even from the front, with that panel removed. Obviously in 2 strokes, you remove that front panel and the spark plug's right there. This one is a lot more awkward. So what I use is a Halford's spark plug socket. And the spark plug is kind of at that angle. So you've got to try and feed this on the spark plug. Yeah, you see it? And then use a 19mm spanner to start loosening it. It's finger tight. I don't know whether you see my hand down there? The GTS Vespas are the same. And newer auto Vespas, but this is so awkward. Back in a minute. Finally, here it is. I forgot I used a NGK Iridium, which supposedly lasts 100,000 miles. So I'm just going to clean it and put it back in. Forget about it again. Here's a little development. So I've reused the old plug because that's fine. The plug I might have been using was this one. So my plug cap, you need to unscrew this top off so you have the threaded piece. So I'm trying to unscrew it, and eventually this happens. So I've heard stories about fake NGK spark plugs, and this could well be one of them. So that's going to go in the bin. Just to add to that little clip, here's the box it came in. I wrote Vespa on it so I knew which bike it was for. CR8EB, CR8EB, and yeah, trying to unscrew the cap off it, and the actual electrode came out of the ceramic. Here's another NGK plug on the left, and it has the code stamped on the base of it, whereas this supposedly fake one, I couldn't find that stamp anywhere on the base of it. Anyway, what I was trying to show with that was try and find the hole, hold one finger gently against this, then carefully turn that so I'm positive that it's not cross-threading itself, because if you, again, for the last quarter turn, you can about make it out there. I've put the box spanner on, slipped that ring spanner on the end of that and just given it the last quarter turn to nip it off. So here's that little device. The crocodile clip end goes on the end of the spark plug, and the other end of this goes into your normal plug cap HT lead. You then turn the engine over and you should see the spark jumping across the gap. You can adjust the gap with this to see how strong your spark is. It was a few quid on eBay. I don't know if it was a bit of a gimmick, but watch for the spark. You see the spark? Let's just tighten the gap and she should fire. Some fuel. Yeah, you get the idea, and it's obviously got a good clean spark because it fires up straight away. The last thing to do is squeeze this plug cap back around the side of the engine and onto the spark spark plug. Before you put that on though, if it's not been lost, there should be a cap that's part of the cooling shroud. You stick that on first, then you stick the spark plug cap on. So that's back on, again a little fiddly. The only other thing I did was move the throttle cable up on top of the engine out the way, but that actually lives down there around the side. So before I put anything back together, let's just fire it over again. Yeah, all good.